Well, hello, boys and girls. Miss Cheryl's here. It's time for a story and some music. The story today comes out of the Bible, and it's going to be a battlefield. The one army is the army of the Israelites, and that's God's chosen people. The other army is the enemy army, and that's the Philistines. Then there was also a young boy in the picture, and his name was David. David's dad said to him one time, your brothers are all fighting, and I want you to take some food to them so they can eat. So David said, okay, and he got the food, and he started walking towards the battleground. So when he got there, he kind of looked around, and he thought, wow, what's going on? Because the soldiers were just kind of sitting around, but they were all worried, and they were scared. And he thought, what is wrong with this picture? Then he heard something, and he saw something that explained why they were looking like that. There was this great, big, huge guy yelling and screaming at them, and it was a giant. He was about 9 feet tall. And if Miss Cheryl had another twin, then you could stand on top of me. I'm about 5 feet, and another one would be on top. It would be almost 10 feet. Almost as tall and big as that giant. But he was mean, and he was making fun of the Israelite army. He said, you are all cowards. Nobody's brave enough to come and fight me. Because I win everything. I win all the battles. I have never lost a one. Well, David looked at that and listened to that, and he thought, I can fight him. So he told him, I'm not afraid. I will go fight him. And the armies of the Israelites laughed at him. He said, listen to you. You're just hardly a boy, and you're going to fight somebody that big? Well, David knew that if God's with him, that he can be victorious. So he said, yes, I'm not afraid. I will fight him. Well, the king heard what he said, and he thought to himself, I've got to help him all I can. So he said, David, take my armor and wear it so it protects you from the giant killing you. So David said, well, okay, I'll try. So he took the king's armor and put it on, and oh my goodness, it was so big and so heavy, David couldn't even walk with that on. So he took it off and gave it back to the king and said, well, thank you, but I just can't do it. It's too big and it's too heavy. I'll have to do it the way I do it. So when he was at home, he was a shepherd, and he kept his father's sheep, and he scared away wolves and bears with his weapon, which was simply a little slingshot. And he would put rocks in it, and he'd wind it up until it got really going fast, and he would shoot it out, and he could kill animals with it. It was a very accurate shooter. So he reached down, and there was a little stream of water. He found 5 little small, smooth stones, put them in his pocket, but he took one of them out and put it in his slingshot. So he put it in, and he started walking towards that giant. Of course, the giant was laughing at him and jeering and making fun of him. But David said, I am coming against you in the name of the Lord God. This is his battle. So he started swinging his slingshot and went round and around and around and around till it built up a lot of speed. And pretty soon he let it loose, and that rock went straight for Goliath's head and hit him right here in the forehead. And it hit him so hard, it knocked that giant to the ground, and he was dead. So David had faith in God. He knew that if he was obedient to the Lord and did what God asked him to do, God would help him be victorious. So today, let's be Davids. Let's pretend we're David, and we're going to sing the song that talks about David. It just says, children, starts out with, God will help you. I'll play the end of it, then I'll sing with you. Children, children, God will help you. Children, God will help you. Children, children, God will help you just like he helped David. And the next verse says, David, David, pick up your stones. David, David, pick up your stones. David, David, pick up the stones. David, David, pick up the stones and find them in the brook. And then children, children, God will help you. Children, children, God will help you. Children, children, God will help you. Children, children, God will help you, just like He helped David. And it's David, David, swing your slingshot. David, David, swing your slingshot. David, David, swing your slingshot. David, David, swing your slings and head for the golden wire. Children, children, God will help you. Children, children, God will help you. Children, children, God will help you, just like He helped David. Yes, so remember, boys and girls, if you do what God asks you to do, you trust Him and He'll always bring you through victorious. And you're never too young to serve God. So until next week, Miss Cheryl saying bye-bye.